what are you actually afraid of? And I was someone that was very anxious and always overthought everything, every single possible situation on where things can go wrong. And I felt like this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. This is going to go wrong. And I never actually took actions to progress in my life. And I always felt like every single year it was the same thing over and over again, to the point where I always felt like I was a side character in my own movie. Like nothing special was ever happening. And it was just like the same year passes by. I'm like 6 months, I'm going to change my life. 6 months pass by. I'm literally the same person. And it was all because I overthink a lot. I overthink. I'm such an overthinker. And I just couldn't sleep. Like, I just overthink all the possibilities on where it could go wrong. Whether it was talking to a girl, I was like, fuck, what if this happens? Or whether it was trying out for the sports team, I was like, fuck, what if I don't make the team? People are gonna make fun of me. Or whatever situation and where things can go wrong, I always never did it because I felt as if it's just all going to fucking go wrong, and I never tried. And I'd always watch, like videos. Like there was this, I think it was ASAP Rocky, where he just like, how are you gonna make fun of someone for trying? And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, he's right. But I still never tried because I felt as if I just wasn't confident in my ability. Like I felt like whatever I was going to do, I was just gonna lose. And not in everything, right? So like some things I was confident in, like my academics, because I guess it was just something that, to be honest, I started doing very well in my academics because insecurities. Like I was doing bad in school, and then I was like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna do good. I didn't really give myself time to overthink, and that's kind of the topic which you need to kind of like you really achieve success when you stop thinking and just doing. And I started to notice that a lot in my life. Just fucking do, like, right? And looking back at things when things went well for me is not just thinking about the negatives and just thinking in the moment, right? Don't even think about what can happen, right? This happens a lot with fitness, where people are like, yo, I want to lose 40 pounds. When you're in the moment, and even if you don't think about the negatives and you think about the positives, like, I want to lose 40 pounds. I'm gonna have abs. I'm gonna have abs. And every single day you think about it, a lot of people don't stick to it because you're not focused on the day tasks. Today I'm gonna get 10K steps. Today I'm gonna eat healthy, and eventually you will lose the 40 pounds. You will get the abs. But when you constantly look for, the abs from day 1 till day fucking 180, you're constantly comparing yourself to the version that doesn't exist yet, and you're always in a state of just putting yourself down. And so that's how like body dysmorphia comes about, where it's just like you feel as if you haven't achieved what you can, and you put yourself down. So both ends of looking at it, whether it is looking at the bad side or always looking at what can happen, you have to be in the moment. You have to be in the fucking moment. And it's so important. And I guess maybe it's a blessing in disguise for me, which is like I spend a lot of time alone. That's a huge part. I spend a lot of time alone. Like 98%. To be honest, now it's probably 99%. It's just me and my clients. Like I don't talk to anyone else. I really love what I do. And so like I'm alone a lot. And so when you're especially around people, especially when you're trying to change your identity, you already have anxiety, fear. What if I fail? What if people notice? What if people make fun of me? You have all these limiting beliefs just internally. And then once you're around people that don't see you as that person you want to be, they also start questioning it. Like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? You're eating healthy? Steve, you're meal prepping? Let's just say your name is Steve. Steve, you're meal prepping? Steve, you're eating healthy? Oh, look at you go. Oh, that fucking saying. Fucking coworkers. Oh, look at you go. Shut the fuck up. Look at you go. Like the intention in which they say that is kind of like poking fun of you. Like, oh, look at you go meal prepping. Like, shut up. Like I hate when people, a lot of people don't change in their lives and stay the same. And when you change, they like, this is not supposed to happen because they haven't changed their script in years. But let's come back to the topic, which is, what are you afraid of? What's the worst that could happen if you even fail? Worst case scenario, you fail, right? So let's say you wanted to lose weight. Everyone started noticing. You're actually being serious. 2 months in, you stop. Let's just say something happens. What's the worst that can happen? Like, what is actually the worst? Like you're afraid to make habit changes because it's going to replace your current identity. Why is that not a win? You're literally changing your habits to become the best person. Like I always hear just like, I'm afraid to like really make all these habit changes. What are people gonna think of me? Because if you've been someone that's not on the healthier side, you've been having a lot of bad habits for months on end, years on end. I mean, people are gonna identify you as that, and so people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is he doing?" And you're kind of on the spotlight, and people, it might feel a little bit anxious of like, "Fuck, now I'm in the spotlight. Now I have to make this work." And especially as a dude, like growing up, I used to say I was introverted, but I was just socially anxious. I don't believe everyone when they say they're introverted. I really test them, because I am introverted. I spend a lot of time alone. I don't like spending a lot of time in crowds, but I wasn't introverted back then. I was just socially fucking anxious, and I used to mask it as introvert. That's two different things. And so for me, like I never wanted to be in the spotlight. Like I just wanted to be the guy in the corner, just go about my day. They don't want to annoy anyone, and so that's why I overthink everything. Like I was like, I don't want to mess this up, this, that, etc. And then it just started clicking to me. It's just like, if I, what is the worst that can fucking happen? And I slowly started building my confidence in terms of that. Like for example, in like end of high school, I started becoming more social, because I was just like, fuck it, like, cause I already got into university at the time. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be me. And then I started to be funny. Like everyone started laughing. I'm like, shit, alright, okay, I'm doing this shit. And then when university came, I was seen as like the nerdy kid, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get a shape. I said, what's like, fuck it. Like I was like bro, like so many times, like, yo, Q, bro, just come to the party, bro. Like fuck, your bro, it's first year, bro. Like just fuck it, like stop being weird, bro. And people don't respect your goals, and no shade to anyone at all, but it's just you have to really harness your goals, because when you're put in society and you have goals that typically isn't you. So for instance, I'm not typically the gym dude when I was in first year. It's so easy to give up on your goals because no one believes in it. If you don't believe in it yourself, like it's fucking like it'll never happen. You have to truly believe that you're gonna accomplish it, and that's what'll happen. That's why you can't have fear. Fear has nothing to do with your accomplishment. Like if there's no such thing as fear. Just do. I've gotten to this position by just doing. I just started posting on social media. Just do. I don't think. I just do. I be myself and I just post. And that's how you have to be. Because fear, you have to isolate why you feel fear. Right? Literally just write it down. Why are you scared? So let's say you're taking some sort of risk. Right? Write down what is the risk. And if the risk is embarrassment, just go for it. If the risk is embarrassment, there's no, like, if the risk is you going homeless and like literally like stuff like that, okay, just think this through. But if your risk is embarrassment, what happens if you get embarrassed? Realistically, you grow stronger mentally because you're able to overcome that and continue to be confident, because it takes internal work to overcome that embarrassment. Does it expose your fake friends that are around you because you feel embarrassed? Do people around you feel embarrassed for you, and that in turn exposes your fake friends around you? There's always positives and negatives. When you say you feel embarrassed, what does that actually mean? Embarrassed. Is your old identity embarrassed of your new self? Because you don't put yourself out there. So let's say you're doing a presentation in front of 10,000 people and you've never done that before and you feel embarrassed. Your old identity feels embarrassed, but your new identity is the norm. It's the norm for you to present in front of 10,000 people. There's always a positive and negative when you think of it that way. There's no such thing as embarrassment. What is embarrassment? You go talk to the girl, she rejected you, you feel embarrassed. Well, now you have internal work to overcome that with confidence, and also you're not in a needy mindset. You're in an abundant mindset because you're able to put yourself and talk to girls. There's so many instances where guys overthink everything and be like, I don't want to lose this girl because you don't talk to a lot of girls. I'm not saying to sleep with a lot of girls. I'm not saying to be a player. I'm not saying to play with girls' hearts. Don't. But what I'm saying is you can't be in a needy mindset. You can't be the dude that just talks to one girl and just marries her. Like, come on, bro. Like, what is the downside of embarrassment? There's like, what is that? What is that? Embarrassment. Embarrassment is just a character growth. You just grow as a character. I've been embarrassed all the time. When I started taking school serious, I was embarrassed. When I was trying to put myself out there and be more social, I was embarrassed because in grade 2 I was put in ESL because I couldn't talk. And that confidence brought me all the way up to fucking grade 10 where I still never talked. And I said, fuck it. And I tried to get better grade 11. I tried to get better grade 12. And I tried to get better in first year. I tried to get better second year. I tried to get better third year. I tried to get better the next year. And now I'm here speaking better. Because I embarrassed myself. But I just created a new identity. My old identity was embarrassed. When I went to the gym and I was moving 5 pounds on the incline dumbbell, I felt embarrassed because the person beside me was curling 50 pounds. But then now my new identity is curling 60 pounds because I was embarrassed back then, but it allowed me to grow and get stronger. When I was posting content when I first started, I felt embarrassed. My old friends were sending it around saying it's embarrassing. But now I've grown to a better person. I'm able to communicate even better with more intellectual capabilities because I embarrass myself and become a better person on the other side. When you embarrass yourself, it's just a character growth. Don't ever, because if you don't like your current state, you have to destroy a little bit of part of you. And so your current state has to feel some sort of friction, whether it's mental friction as if, fuck, is this going to work? Whether it is that feeling of embarrassment, you have to feel emotions. You have to feel emotions. It's a great sign. And this is why for men, it's not that you should neglect your emotions, you should embrace your emotions, but you should sit in your emotions. When you sit in your emotions, let's say you're sad and you sit in your emotions, you procrastinate, you stay in bed all the time, your life doesn't progress, rather it regresses. But when you embrace your emotions and say, okay, I feel sad, I feel lonely, I feel depressed, and you say, what can I do to actually improve? That's when your life gets better. And so that's why it's important to embrace your emotions, understand you have emotions. Don't be the dude that says he doesn't have emotions and stays in the same place forever. Be the dude that embraces his emotions and gets better. And so if you feel embarrassed, if you have fear of failure, if you feel all these things, it's just a place of growth. And just accept that and get better. The people that get better are emotionally intellectual because they understand their emotions. I understand I'm not the most emotionally intellectual, but what I'm saying is I always understand my emotions every single day. I ask myself, how did this day go? What happened? That's the perks. I said it earlier in this video where it's a blessing in disguise for me that I spend a lot of time alone, that I get to really hear my emotions, especially because I wake up early and no one disturbs me when I wake up. I can really sit in my thoughts, and it really allowed me to understand how I feel and why I feel that way. Even along the way with content, I always felt like, is this worth it? And I mean, I'm a business owner. As a business owner, there's a lot of days where I'm like, oh my God, right? Let's be honest. It's not easy running a business. And I have thoughts as well, but then whenever I have moments of fear, moments of uncertainty, moment of feeling, is this worth it? I always ask myself, I either get better by embracing my emotions or I get worse by letting these emotions control me. I can go in the corner and cry, or I can get stronger and become a better man. When you embrace your emotions, you embrace the fear, you embrace embarrassment, you get fucking better. Because it's funny till it fucking ain't, I'm telling you. It's funny till it ain't. Everyone loves to poke fun of you when you first start. And after this, yo, congrats, this, that. The exact people that send you videos around and make fun of you. And that's why you have to really embrace your emotions. You have to. Don't let your emotions control you, and don't let people dictate your emotions. Right? So if you have limiting beliefs, if you have doubts if this is going to work, and people are trying to make it even worse by putting doubts in you, that's why you have to really take care of your emotions. Because if you have doubts that you can't get in shape, let's say you're 200 pounds overweight on the extreme side, and you want to get in shape and people around you are making fun of you, like, oh, you're not the dude that's in shape, and you let emotions control you, you're not going to get in shape. But if you control your emotions, embrace it, and say, nah, fuck this, I hate my position, I'm going to change, and fuck fucking John that's making fun of me. I don't give a fuck about if you're watching this and your name is John. I don't mean you. It's just a random name that I came up with. But let's just say John was making fun of you for being overweight. Say, fuck you, John. I don't like the position I'm in, and I'm going to change. Because I'm not going to let you dictate my emotions. I'm going to fucking control my emotions, and that's how you fucking change. And I promise you that's exactly how I got to this position, and I'll continue to grow. Because no one in this fucking world will tell me what I can do with my fucking life. Because I got one life and I'm controlling my fucking emotions. No one, not a single soul will tell me what I can do. It's my decisions. It's my fucking choice. But you have to not be delusional, not be egotistical, and understand your standpoint and actually get better every single day. Because the worst thing you could do as a man is let your emotions control you and cope and lower your standards. I see it all the time. People that aren't able to stick to fitness, aren't disciplined to push through, don't really know how to structure it, and they just say, I just want to lose 10 pounds of fat. I just want to lose the fat. And you start coping with your goals. But remember the goals when you wanted to look like Chris Hemsworth? Remember the goals when you wanted to be the best version you possibly can be? These mosquitoes are pretty annoying. But remember all those goals you had? And so why are you limiting your mindset? Don't cope, embrace your emotions, and actually get better. And I promise your life will actually change. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, subscribe. If you haven't, check my Instagram. Go check my Instagram, man. It's Kiwi_. I post a lot of content. I really do enjoy making content. I truly believe this is my purpose. And if you have any questions, if you found this video useful, drop a DM on Instagram. Let's have a chat. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace.